I'm afraid all the time. I'm afraid because, oh my God, there's a cadaver on the wall that says, I did that. They put the cadaver on the wall to keep you afraid. The interesting thing was, he was funny. He was funny. Religion's an interesting thing. I never down anyone for their religion, their belief, their structure. That's what they believe. But I want you to think about one thing. Religion is a history lesson on the spiritual experiences of someone else. Religion is a history lesson on the spiritual experiences of someone else. Spirituality is your present moment. Spirituality is your present moment. God is right here, right there, right there. The avatars of old, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, Gandhi, Swami Narayan, all those old avatars only became aware of their oneness with Source. They became aware that they were co-creating with God. And so in co-creating with God, they became aware of being the avatar. Being God and man together. Avatar means God in physical form. So here you are the avatar. But everyone wants to look out for the big mystical experience. You said, I am going to Life Path Conference 2010. And you're here because you already are creating it every day. Every day you're creating something. Every day you ask God for something by just declaring it. And the second you declare something that's negative, you're going to get that too. So, if you watch your words, watch your thoughts, watch your beliefs, those things are creating your experience. I have a bum knee. Right? Right? She says, I need to get my knee fixed. I said, why are you choosing that? Gosh, I wouldn't want a bum knee. She's asking for need. One of the other wise sages in the world was a little guy named Yoda. And Yoda said, do or do not, there is no try. Huh? Ooh, interesting there, eh? Do or do not, there is no try. So if we could get rid of our trying, how frustrating is trying? Pretty terrible, isn't it? How frustrating is, needing? Right? So why do we choose it? Because we don't have enough faith to believe it's in the present moment of having, of receiving it. The second we get out of the wanting, needing, hoping, trying, I'm not worthy to, and we bring to the present moment I am receiving, then we start to see results. Another story about faith and holding that faith in the moment. A couple of years ago, about a year ago, needed to have a bunch of dental work done. And a bunch of it. I needed some dental work done. And I was about to speak in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, like 2 months later, and I was like, I really want my mouth to look better by the time I get there. And I said, thank you, God, for the perfect teeth I am receiving. The next day, I got a sub from Jimmy John's. Yeah, sub. I bit into that sub, and this tooth snapped off in the sandwich. Now this was a crown that I had replaced like 20 years ago. I was doing some construction on a house, and a board hit me in the mouth and broke out the front 3 teeth. And this crown snapped off. That was my test of faith. That was my moment of choosing what I wanted to believe. I could have said, well, that didn't work. Instead, I chose, I wonder where this is leading me. Because I asked, and I know that I'm going to receive because I asked. An hour later, my friend Grace called, and she says, what's going on? I said, well, my tooth just broke off, which I wouldn't have said if, it hadn't. Why would I say that? Oh. She said, well, let me tell you about my dentist. She says, my sister has a house just right next to the Mexican border in Texas, and she just jumps over the border, and there's a Mexican dentist right on the other side of the bridge, and he does all of her dental work for her for 25% of what we charge in the States. And I was like, oh, that's great, but I still have to fly to Texas and go across the border. So thanks for the information. So I go off to the local dentist to find out what this is going to cost to fix, because I didn't want to show up and do this now. Hey, I'm a spiritual speaker. I didn't think that would be a wise image to put out there. So I walked into the dentist.